Hey everybody, welcome back. HSC Podcast. We are in the movie section. Man, I love the movie section. Just makes me happy, especially when there's no football to talk about in sports. The movie section's the best. We're back this week with Movie of the Week, and we're going continuing on our 80s venture. So if you've been following, we're into 1983 this week. I guess the overall thing is like we started with 84 because it was just such a great movie year, and now we get to make the comparisons as we go through all the 80s. But just year over year, I mean, it's a little down, but man, the hits just keep coming. Like every time you pull the list, you're like, wow.
Is there a Friday the 13th in 1983?
You know what? I don't think so.
There has to be. There's like a Friday. The sixth one was in 1984. I didn't look that up. I don't know.
No, the
It
fourth one,
doesn't
the final
matter.
chapter. There has to be one in 83, right?
No, final chapter was 84.
Yeah.
So part one, 80, part two, 81, part three, 82.
So they skipped one year and then 84 was final chapter. So that's four. So
And
even
it
that was
slacked
in
off in
19,
83.
look, even that was in 1984. The final chapter, Friday the 13th. All right, but let's jump into movie of the week first. All right, so movie of the week this week, used cars. The 1980s 80 classic. We actually talked about this when we talked about 1980 films, but this was your pick, Derek. So tell us why you picked it first.
Well, so originally I was going to pick The Masters of the Universe because of the new movie Masters of the Universe, so the old one. But that movie's so horrible and bad. I don't want to subject people to watching it. But I mean, my son Grayson watched it, and for thinking about it when we were kids, we were like, "Oh man, Masters of the Universe, that's awesome!" And then like, who are all these people? These aren't the people in the show.
Right.
So yeah, so I picked used cars because, well,
And
I love this movie and I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I'm like, well, I want to watch it, and we talked about it.
it has Kurt
Um,
Russell in it.
it's Kurt Russell, man. Uh, Directed by Robert Zemeckis, so Back to the Future. And that's why if you watch it, you see a few actors from Back to the Future in it. And it was written by Zemeckis and Bob Gale. And it's the funny thing is watching this again. And I love Kurt Russell, but who steals the show, steals this movie? Garrett Graham.
Yeah. Yeah, he's it's kind of funny in the movie just because you just don't know what he's doing half the time.
But like when they're doing the broadcast and he's like, it's a blipping red car.
Right.
He's
But it's like when there everybody else is selling, he's always off doing some weird thing, and sometimes things that aren't so things you shouldn't be doing on a used car lot or anywhere in public. And so that's why, because you're just like, what's he doing now?
Yeah. Or like, yeah, the other commercial where he's like, that's too bleeping high.
Yeah.
It cracks me up so much because the whole cast, you have Jack Warden playing twin brothers, one good, one bad. Frank McRae is crazy as the mechanic. And the Beagle dog is awesome in it too.
No, Frank McRae is awesome
Yeah.
because he doesn't say a lot, but he has great character acting.
Right.
because it's like he encompasses it with his gestures and just his presence.
And I love the fact that it, and, no, don't want to get too political, but this is 1980, and they're like, oh, just give us some cash and we'll make it sure so you can get elected. And oh, and we're taking backdoor deals so our
Okay.
car dealership can stay open. And
Well, yeah, buying off politicians, that's nothing new, right?
yeah,
But the movie is wild, though, when you think about it. I hadn't seen this in a long time. I've seen it multiple times, but I kind of forgot some of the more hardcore parts of the movie. I mean, when they just bury him, like, get out of here, dude. You're like, what are we gonna do with him? Let's just bury him in a car.
and then let's dig them up and pretend.
Oh man, and yeah, I mean, then it just gets wilder and wilder. The whole scene, or there's the kind of the whole thing where I love how he's playing both parts. First of all, that's really cool. But he doesn't have to do it for long. I'm sure they filmed it a certain way. But what I like is one, how he played both parts really well. But then you like the story of, you just really gonna kill your brother?
Yeah,
It's Godfather Part 2, man. Straight up.
Over a used car lot?
it's money.
No,
Wow.
I just every time I watch it, and I hadn't seen it in years either, but it's just the cut into the commercial in a football game.
Yeah.
Like how that would be the coolest thing to do, is to like hack in to to a big event like that and like sell something.
Can you imagine the Super Bowl? Like, I just show up on the Super Bowl one day and be like, buy this
Podcast. Here comes a person. It's like, who the hell are these guys?
Watch the HSC podcast.
Right. We just pop up. We're like, HSC.
Comment, like, follow. It was like, this is better than watching some of these stupid commercials.
And then be like, these other guys suck.
The whole story, though, with the daughter coming back and everything like that, it still has a lot of story to it. It's not just all like just shenanigan style, but Kurt Russell does play a really good used car salesman. You got to admit, when you start listening to some of the things and how he says them, his mannerisms, you're like, dude, you're right off the car lot, bro.
Oh, so good.
I was thinking about that for you, Steve. Like, I'll be in sales at some point, and you're like, this guy's he can sell anything.
Well, yeah. Well, you listen to him, and I'm guessing he got some good coaching, because I don't know that Kurt Russell in real life is a used car salesman, but as in sales, you recognize a lot of stuff, but you also recognize the slimy part of it, which he really encapsulated.
Well, it's like Overboard. It's like that just led into Overboard. Like, it's like kind of the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, you're in a sense.
Yeah, he's a little bit not. I guess slimy is not a good word in Overboard, because he's more slimy in this. But Overboard, he's still got that,
Yeah.
keep it over on you.
Like, why am I talking to this guy? He
With a fishing pole with the money on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Or, and I know it's not Kurt Russell, but when Garrett Graham does with the dog, you killed my dog, mister.
First of all, that dog was well trained.
Yes.
Like, I get it, it's a movie and you can take multiple shots, multiple cuts and scenes, but man, he did pretty good. Even if they were doing that multiple times, that dog was doing well. Because the best part of that the dog might have stole the movie. Because first of all, he's throughout the whole movie doing awesome stuff. But when he is playing the dead part, but then like the
Looks
dog
up.
does the look up and look down, like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here with dogs? They're better actors than the actors in the movie. All in all, what are our overall thoughts here? I thought it was great to go back rewatch it. It's not for everybody. It's a little raunchy at times.
Yeah. Well, it's the start of a raunchy 80s comedies, right?
Yeah.
Well, it also, even though it's like, geez, almost 50 years old, if you watch it, I think it does kind of put a stigma on going to a used car place. But think about it. When we're driving, you know, where we're driving down and you see all the places, I think of the movie.
Yeah.
I think if I'm walking here, I'm gonna get Kurt Russell walking out. That type of guy. Kurt Russell's walking out and you're just like, no, dude, it's not happening.
Or you gotta watch out for what's his name crashing through the window on a motorcycle. That was a good one. Robin Williams, and they're on in the car lot.
Oh, yes. What was that?
You know,
Cadillac's something.
Cadillac Man, right?
Cadillac Man, yes.
Is that Tim Robbins? Is that who
Yes.
crashes through the window? Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta watch out for Tim Robbins. Good pick though. I liked it. It's great rewatch, and I don't mind. And most real good avid movie fans aren't gonna mind. You know, understand that it is an '80s comedy, and that's just the way it was. And you gotta like it for what it is, not for, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that or said that or. But in today's society, we never know how people are gonna take that. All right. Well, great movie. So good pick there on the movie of the week. Remember, any comments for movie of the week? So love to hear. We're happy to do any movie that we get in the comments. So if you're watching and you have a movie you'd like to see reviewed or just for the movie of the week, throw it in the comments. We'll do it. All right. So 1983 movies. This is slowly or maybe fast become my favorite segment that we've done in the podcast over the years. I love this looking at all these movies because you just forget, and then you don't realize they're all made the same year, and then you start seeing some of the older movies because you can't watch them all. Like, geez, there's so many.
Dude, this is the year. Like, man, there's and what's crazy is at the top of the list, and this annoys me about the Academy Awards. A Christmas Story did not get nominated.
Crazy.
Talk about the most popular movie of all time, A Christmas Story.
It's got to be right there, right?
It gets better though. Scarface.
Yeah.
Didn't get nominated. Like, and War Games. Like, that's a good movie. I love that movie. It's like, you know, National Lampoon's Vacation.
So what were the nominations this year?
It was Tender Mercies. Terms and Endearment won. The Right Stuff was nominated. And I'll look up the rest of them, but I guarantee you they're
Terms of Endearment, huh?
won. Yep. It won the best picture of that year, which is, you watch the movie and it's terribly sad. Don't watch it.
The Big Chill.
The Big Chill, that's right.
And then here we go. This is where we get, The Dresser.
Jesus.
What is that even?
A British drama film. based on a Ronald Harwood's play about a devoted dresser, Norman, who struggles to help an aging, deteriorating Shakespearean actor
Great.
get through a performance of King Lear.
That sounds exciting.
You're telling me that's better than Cujo?
No, you look at this list. The Outsiders, 1983. The Outsiders.
Yeah. This is a good list.
Trading Places.
Yes.
The Evil Dead.
Everyone's forgetting Return of the Jedi.
Right.
Well, the Ewoks, it is a good movie. It's just the Ewoks.
Everybody loves the Ewoks, Wes, except you probably, because Wes hates everything.
I hate everything. I just like The Empire Strikes Back the best because it's about life.
But just think about this. So this is the year of Tom Cruise. You had The Outsiders, you had Risky Business, and you had All the Right Moves, all in the same year.
What's he doing? Well, he probably filmed Risky Business and All the Right Moves on the same high school. That's a lot of movies for 1 year. They're all pretty good, though, too, right? I mean,
Christine, horror movie. Like, you go to, and the one movie that should not be on this list is Octopussy. It's probably the worst 007 movie.
Well, then you get Never Say Never Again, also.
I thought that was 82. Oh, no, it isn't. It's 83. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a very good horror movie because you also have Sleepaway Camp with one of the biggest reveals at the end. You have The Dead Zone, the Twilight Zone movie. So it's pretty good for horror.
What about One Deadly Summer?
I see.
I've never seen that, but
Sleepaway Camp. That's it was a pretty good year for movies.
Superman 3
Oh God, with Richard Pryor. He made the movie.
They mention it in Office Space.
I know. Well, look, you can't tell me that Superman 3 doesn't have one of the coolest ideas by Richard Pryor to get the money.
Mr. Mom too.
Oh yeah, that's not
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I like Michael Keaton.
Valley Girl.
I don't know.
Nick Cage.
A lot of.
But look, National Lampoon's Vacation. Come on, man. I know we mentioned it, but geez, how good is that?
Very underrated movie.
You put the on the roof, or the aunt on the
family. Aunt Edna.
Aunt Edna on the roof, and you strap her in.
You take her to. It's like,
and then just
drop her off.
That's why Clark W. Griswold's the best. He's leaving dead people outside in the rain by a pool,
and then he like, what do you want me to do? You know, and he starts like, oh Lord, because everybody hated her.
You had a Monty Python there, The Meaning of Life.
One of my personal favorites, Strange Brew.
Oh yeah. What's his name?
Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas.
Yeah. They're really interesting in that because they're using the accents.
Yeah, hoser.
Yeah, hoser. Hey.
They went for my jelly donut.
Going to Tim Hortons. You want to come, hey?
Yeah. There's so many fun movies here, and the movie that won Best Picture is so depressing. All I'm telling our viewers is watch all those movies, and if you're really terribly bored, I guess you can watch Terms of Endearment.
And we didn't even mention Staying Alive.
Oh no! Isn't that that's the sequel, right?
Yeah.
They made the sequel.
And who directed it, Wes?
I don't know. I don't tell me it's someone that's cool. Who is it? What?
I think it's Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, that's right. Oh God, dude. Wait a minute. Isn't that the same year as Rocky
Yeah.
3? I don't see Rocky 3. Rocky 3 19. I thought it was 1983 or 80.
No.
2 was Rocky 3.
Yeah, we did that last week. But look, Derek, you got to appreciate this one. The man with two brains,
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Yes, I know that one well.
Jaws 3D. There's nothing better than a big giant fake shark hitting a big giant fake glass window underwater.
Dude, I don't know. We went there. I went there and saw the movie as a kid with 3D glasses.
Oh, it's the best.
Right? Dude. And then you watched the part where Jaws comes through the window, and you could just tell they just did it for the effect.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's so bad.
Yeah, you watch it without the glasses, you're like, whoa.
This is terrible, dude. Where's CGI when you need it?
But look, Jaws 3 gets a lot of hate, but I love the movie. Louis Gossett Jr., come on.
Dude. But the question is the shark out for revenge?
No, not till the next one.
No, that's 4.
No, but he did go down to wherever the Bahamas to follow the sun down there, right?
That's in the revenge.
Isn't Dennis Quaid so funny? It's like, come on,
dude. I love how the shark gets into the the underwater center, whatever they call those, in the movie, because he like hides in the exhaust or whatever they call it, the exit water, and then like gets out into the park, and they're like, oh, the shark's in the park.
They're trying to outsmart the shark,
right?
It's all Robert Shaw's part in the first one, because that's the best one, where he's like this is a smart shark. It goes under the boat, and ever since then, it's like you're playing. The next movies are playing chess with the shark. The shark's smarter than us. Like,
right. All right, so let's grab our 3 must-watch movies. Now, it's not necessarily the best movies of the year, but when you're looking at these 3 movies, what we do each week throughout this, we get 3 movies that we think that you may not have seen, maybe you have seen, you need to watch it again. Whatever the case is, we're going to give you 3 movies to watch here. So from 1983, and I'm going to start, and it's got to be National Lampoon's Vacation. I don't care how many times you've seen it. I don't care what you think of Chevy Chase. It's just one of the classic American vacation road trip movies, and they just all play their parts so well, and you got to see it. So I got to put Vacation as one of my 3.
Go ahead, Wes.
War Games. War Games is like what we're going through now. It's a great movie. It's funny because of the times. Like, Matthew Broderick is basically just kind of like a hacker, but old school. Like all this, it's. I just love this is how I started using computers. It was, it was different.
He looked so young in that movie.
Oh, so young.
Well, that and what? Project X, right?
Yeah. All right, good one. I like it. War Games. All right, Derek.
I'm going with The Big Chill.
Oh, yeah. I figured you would.
Tom Berenger, Glenn Close, Jeff Goldblum, William Hurt, Kevin Kline, His scenes were cut, but Kevin Costner. It's about friends getting together as a reunion after the death of one of their friends who committed suicide. It's such a good movie, like such well acted, and it's all
Yeah.
these like I named all these people, but this was before they really were huge.
But they were still all really, and like you said, really good actors still. And that's the movie. If you want to see a well done movie, that's a good movie to watch. I like it. All right. Well, I mean, can I won't do it. I was gonna do Return of the Jedi, but Wes doesn't like Ewoks. So we're gonna so I'll just go back to Trading Places because again, this is most people have seen this. It was on 100 million times on network TV for 30 years. It still plays all the time, so everybody's seen it. But the movie itself, not only is it just well done, you've got Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, like just killing the movie. But you also, it's just such a cool story about greed and stock markets and society and the way that society treats people of all, whether it be race or social status, and it all comes down to money. It's an eye-opening movie, and I think it's more prevalent today that more people should understand what's happening today by watching that movie. So I got to put Trading Places in.
We get three choices, right?
Yeah.
Each? Oh,
yeah, for each. But you got your second one here.
All right. I'm going with Scarface.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you?
Because dude, it's Al Pacino being Al Pacino. Like who plays that role better than if you're casting there's 10 dudes. Like, okay, I'll take the Al Pacino guy. Like the edited version is classic. Like, eating pineapple. They had to change everything. But it was just, the ending of that movie, I remember watching it, and I think I was 16, and I was like, I can't believe what I'm watching. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, and Al Pacino there is not a better person you could put in that role.
I mean, but it's hard to watch because I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stop. All you have to do, you want the world, blah, blah, blah. Why? Yep. And he freaked out. And I'm like, dude, you crossed the wrong guy. He warned you. He said, you don't ever, me, man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, God.
Painful to watch.
And his sister and his best friend, it's like, Chico.
It's really ahead of its time. It was great. All right, Derek, what you got? Number 2.
I gotta go. There's so many to choose from. I'll do this one instead. Because we've talked about it before. It's not The Outsiders, but I'm going Rumblefish.
All right.
Same, it's written by the same by S.E. Hinton, and it was filmed the same year as Outsiders, and it stars Matt Dillon, Mickey Rourke, tons of people. It's in black. Diane Lane is in that one also. It's in black and white. If you haven't seen it, that's one that gets lost because Outsiders gets all the pub.
Right. But it's got a lot of depth if you're looking for that type of movie. And if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth the watch. I can't say it's my favorite movie and I watch it a lot, but it's definitely something that I think if you've never seen it, that you won't be disappointed.
Right. And then it was funny is me and my wife were watching The Pit, and one of the doctors goes, "Okay, there, Rusty James." And I'm like, "Ah, that's a rumblefish." And my wife's like, "I have no idea what that is."
Yeah, I know. I do it all the time, and it's like, yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about, but it was funny to me. All right, I have to throw this one out because look, a lot of people have never seen this one, but it's a good old classic Burt Reynolds in Stroker Ace.
Oh no, what?
19, I'm telling you, this was one of those movies that I saw a lot on regular TV, but we also had the movie, so I watched it, on VHS as well. VHS, that's crazy. But Burt Reynolds is so good back in the early 80s. He's just hits different, man. It's a NASCAR, it's a movie about car racing, dude. And Burt Reynolds, you already had him doing we talked about him in the race one where they all have the
Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run, right?
Then he's got Smokey and the Bandit. So yeah.
Smokey the Bandit, but this Burt Reynolds, because this is like you said, the NASCAR, and you got the sponsors of like a fried chicken chain, dude. It's really good. And I hate to say this, but I'm a Burt Reynolds fan since I was a kid. And this one's worth watching. Even when I was a young kid watching, I was like, I just like Burt Reynolds. So Stroker Ace. I know a lot of people haven't seen it, but you got to check it out. All right, Wes, what do you got? Last one.
Pull the Jedi mind trick on you, dude. It's it's Return of the Jedi.
It is. That is some Jedi mind stuff, Wes.
Ewoks. But come on, Lando and the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
That's like almost the best part. But the best part is Luke fighting Vader. Overcoming, it's terrible what happens to Yoda, and maybe that's part of the problem. Han, yeah, they unfroze him, and you go to Endor, that's fine. But Luke fighting Vader, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Remember we watched that? Remember we watched the tape, and we were just laughing.
Oh yeah, dude, that was great.
Do you remember all the things you were saying? Like, this is like, it's so funny. But come on, it's Luke versus Vader.
Yeah.
And then the Millennium Falcon going through. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for everybody. If you're the only person on Earth that hasn't watched the movie, I feel sorry for you.
I'm not going to tell you if the Death Star blows up.
Or if it's operational.
If it's even operational, that's what we're gonna. But you gotta admit that maybe this is just me. The first part of Jedi is one of my favorites of all the Star Wars movies because I just like the Jabba scene. It's a little bit corny at the beginning, but when Luke finally comes in and fights the Rancor and they go out into the desert and and all that, like that's just a cool scene because you get to see some of the inner workings of the vehicles they're using, and that you feel more connected to the years down the road, space and technology.
I just don't understand why Luke wasn't more upset that he found out that he kissed his sister. It's like when Obi-Wan's like,
what are you gonna do, bro?
And then Han's jealous of Luke. It's like, dude, you have no clue here, dude. Like, let me give you the FYI. Like, they're brother and sister, dude.
Look, if you're such a good Jedi, how come you didn't know that?
He wasn't a good Jedi yet.
He wasn't a Jedi until he found that. He's like, you don't have to fight Darth Vader. You just have to understand that you kissed your sister. Are you cool with that or not?
Good. That's a good pick, though. That's a good 3. All right, Derek, finish this up here.
Yeah, this was a tough one. I had three movies to choose from, but I'm going with this one because I feel like it's the most groundbreaking of the three
Flashdance.
and has the most lasting effect. And movie was NC-17 when it came out,
What?
and that is The Evil Dead.
Oh, so good.
Easy fit. Good.
That's one of those movies that I saw really way too young.
We all did, yeah.
It was great even when I was 6.
Yeah, and the thing is, and it's so funny because then if you watch Evil Dead Part 2, it's the same movie but funny. Right? I mean, this one, The Evil Dead is straight mostly like horror.
Yeah.
And like you have a little bit of Bruce Campbell there, but and like the second one is when you get full Bruce Campbell making quips and everything. This one is just a crazy yeah, flesh possessing demon
Right.
and it's just yeah. And it's like a psychological mostly.
It's definitely got a scare effect, right? Especially at the beginning of the movie. Like as you start watching it, you're getting a little bit like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen here.
The Book of the Dead.
Right. And just like the setting for the movie is it's pretty freaky. Like who does that?
Cabin in the Woods, right?
I mean, like how many movies have we made about this? Come on. Evil Dead was great though for that time because there were other, like you said, you mentioned even some horror movies in there, but Evil Dead did have a uniqueness to itself that made it one of those standout, I think, scary movies of the time, horror movies.
Well, and it's still relevant today. I mean, I think there's yeah.
You mean you still can't go out in a cabin in the woods by yourself? Yeah,
Well, no, because they're still making Evil Dead movies.
no, I know it's.
Is it on Disney Plus? Is Disney making it?
Who is making?
Yeah, Bruce Campbell's now a woman.
Well, it is.
Oh man. If Bruce Campbell lives in Southern Oregon.
Yeah.
He just it's kind of cool. He's like, I'm gonna go Southern Oregon, and for years I'm like, dude, I want to go hang out with that dude. Guerrilla filmmaking.
All right, so give your top 3 again as we wrap up here. So, look, I gotta go back to mine, so I'll give my top 3. But Stroke Race is got to be the number one, right? That's why I saved it for 3. If you watch any of the 3 I recommend, it's got to be Stroke Race. But you also got to watch Trading Places and National Lampoon's Vacation because those are just iconic, classic 1983 movies. Got to be some of the best. Wes, give your 3.
Scarface, War Games, and Terms of Endearment. Return of the Jedi.
I mean, come on. They won an Academy Award.
You want to try Terms of Endearment, but no. Actually, yeah, it's Return of the Jedi.
I like how Wes just goes with 3 of the top rated movies of the year. He's like, here, watch one of the 3 of the best movies this year.
Whatever. War Games is not even mentioned in nominations.
Yeah. I mean, and think about it, Steve. How many people I know our generation know all this, but you even said the Gen Z have no idea half of these movies.
No clue. Yeah. What sucks is it's educational entertainment. Even Scarface. I think every child should watch Scarface when they're 16. It's this is what you don't do. If you think you're cool, this guy was pretty. He knew his stuff, and he still got it in the end.
Just so you know,
Just
HSC
say no.
Podcast Movies does not condone children watching Scarface.
That's at 16. Yeah.
But no, the funny thing is about the three you chose that for the later generation, they'll probably like war games the best.
The Gen Z will love war games. It's like, why are we so stupid as a society? Like,
Idiocracy.
this is the 80s.
We'll talk about that one again. All right, Derek, give us your three.
The Big Chill, Rumblefish, and The Evil Dead.
I'm guessing that most people haven't seen any of those.
I haven't seen Rumblefish. Derek. Sure, Derek.
I was telling you that Rumblefish, because of The Outsiders,
Yeah.
kind of got lost because it's Wes. It's directed by Francis Ford Coppola,
Wow.
and it was written by S.E. Hinton.
They all have their own thing going. Yeah, that's.
Well, I haven't seen. I don't even know if I have seen The Big Chill. I feel like I have, but I'm gonna have to watch that now that you brought it up.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen The Big Chill?
I don't think
I
so.
mean, I feel like I have, but it's been so long I can't remember it in my head.
Well, it's mostly an acting movie, so it's going to be lots of drama and acting. It's on Tubi for free right now.
Yeah, that good acting drama stuff. I try to tune that out. Just give me some guns and shooting up people and murder and all the stuff. I need Jason running through the forest with a machete. All right. Well, good stuff for 1983. Actually, a really good year. We're not making the 84 comparisons yet, but as we move through the next few years, a lot of these years have kind of rivaled. They've been close. They're 84, I would say, even though we gave it some good praise to start this, segment. 80 through 83 have been pretty good.
And yeah, a little teaser, wait till next week, because 85, that's the one that might rival 84.
Yeah, this 83, 84, 85 was that's a loop. That's tough. So yeah, stay tuned next week for 85. Can't wait. All right, don't forget comments, movie of the week. We need them. If you're still listening, give us some movie of the week in the comments. Try to put up a short about that. See if we can get some short comments. That tends to be where we get them. And don't forget, subscribe and like. Appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.